News of the day: Joe Rogan makes a startling discovery that finally puts an end to the rumors about Oak Island. What is going on? Let's investigate. Oak Island, located off the eastern coast of Canada, is cloaked in mystery due to the numerous alleged treasures thought to be concealed there. Rumors and legends about undiscovered wealth, explosives, and ancient knowledge have been passed down through the years, igniting speculation and inspiring endless expeditions to uncover the island's secrets. While appearing on the Joe Rogan Experience, one of the most popular podcasts in the world, Rogan made a shocking discovery. Due to his obsession with puzzles, he went beyond the surface, diving deep into the true mystery of Oak Island, giving him much to think about. Oak Island is believed to have been a hiding place for the wealth of the Templars, pirates, and even the legendary Captain Kidd. In the late 18th century, a complex system of booby traps and tunnels was allegedly constructed to protect the valuable hoard. Over the years, countless individuals have traveled to the island in search of these alleged riches and answers to its mysteries. The Curse of Oak Island, a popular TV series, introduced the island's intrigue to a global audience. However, despite numerous expeditions, excavations, and technological advancements, no concrete evidence of lost treasure has ever been found. Instead, these failed attempts have only fueled more rumors and heightened the island's mystique. Rogan believes that, contrary to popular opinion, the mystery surrounding Oak Island is actually far darker. For over 200 years, treasure hunters have been drawn to the infamous money pit on Oak Island, convinced it contains substantial treasure, perhaps even the lost loot of the Templars. Despite countless attempts, nobody has ever succeeded in retrieving the riches. Rogan theorizes that the money pit is not a treasure chamber at all but rather a trap designed to lure treasure hunters to their doom. He points out that many people have died in pursuit of fortune on Oak Island, and legend has it that their ghosts haunt the island. Rogan's theory has sparked mixed reactions. Some believe he might be onto something, while others argue that he is simply trying to draw attention to his show. Without a doubt, Oak Island is a strange place, and it's possible that the money pit is a trap, as Rogan suggests. However, the truth will remain unknown until the treasure is actually found. In addition to his money pit theory, Rogan discussed other bizarre occurrences reported on Oak Island. He mentioned numerous UFO sightings over the island and referenced the infamous Curse of Oak Island, which allegedly prevents anyone from ever finding wealth there. He also spoke about the Lagina brothers and their efforts to solve the mystery of Oak Island. The Lagina brothers have examined the island using cutting-edge technology, historical research, and expert archaeological assistance. Through thorough investigation and excavation, they and their team have made significant progress. They discovered medieval artifacts, including crossbow bolts, pottery shards, and antique Spanish coins. The network of tunnels and shafts they unearthed suggests that a sophisticated system was in place to protect the hidden treasures. Additionally, evidence of past human activity on the island indicates that it has long been the site of secretive operations. One of the most shocking discoveries was a map found on the island. Unlike other supposed clues, this map was the real deal. To everyone's astonishment, including Rogan's, it turned out to be an exact replica of a French map from 1647. The map featured the words hatch, valve, and anchor, suggesting critical connections. Most intriguingly, it implied that the treasure might have originated in Africa, adding yet another layer of mystery to the Oak Island legend. Oak Island, the brothers are certain that this map would help them find their missing funds. A piece of material that appeared to be from a book's binding was also present. Rick Lagina believes that there is a greater than ever chance of discovering priceless manuscripts as a result of this discovery. According to Rick, the presence of a text or document at significant depths within the money pit strongly suggests that the object is parchment. As stated by the comments his team heard from various professionals, the use of animal skin for the parchment was a lovely addition to the prospective effective bookbinding. Unexpectedly, there may be a connection between this parchment and a letter that William Chappell and Frederick Blair sent, which was first discovered in 1897. The bulk of this correspondence, which consists of letters of the utmost importance frequently addressed between famous people and monarchs, is thought to date back to the 15th century. The woodline shaft, which was first discovered in 1805, was allegedly built by the money pit's original discoverers, according to Lagina. But this was just the start. The discovery of the shaft resulted in a number of astounding and unexpected discoveries. Insight into one of the world's most enigmatic locations is provided by Robin's description of Oak Island. There is no denying that Oak Island is a location of tremendous fascination, regardless of whether you agree with his theory of the money pit. If the treasure is ever discovered, it will be intriguing to learn what secrets it will hold. By searching Oak Island, Marty and Rick had surpassed all expectations, finding an amazing 600 artifacts. We could see that their team was diverse and that they had assembled teams of experts to assist them in their hunt, including geologists, divers, and engineers. The researchers working with the Lagina brothers eventually revealed the long-awaited solution to the Oak Island mysteries in an unexpected turn of events. Using cutting-edge imaging equipment and meticulous analysis of historical records, they unequivocally proved that the buried treasure was a substantial underground vault housing a treasure trove of rare artifacts and antiquities. The vault, which is supposed to have been constructed by a clandestine Freemason group, is said to contain not just incredibly rare historical records but also religious artifacts of great cultural significance. The artifacts found in the vault revealed fresh information about the mysterious past of the island and how it relates to the overall story of the New World. After a careful inspection, we will discuss the well-known television series that portrayed their experience in a minute. Have you ever thought about how many uncertainties Robin's discovery has raised about Oak Island's past? Who built the money pit, for instance? Why did they construct it, and what precisely were they trying to protect? Only time will be able to answer these questions. The Curse of Oak Island's upcoming season must be released before we find out the real history of this mysterious island. With every new turn and twist, the Lagina's efforts captivated audiences everywhere and rekindled interest in Oak Island. The Lagina brothers and their colleagues eventually made another incredible discovery during the final excavation, which was carried out one morning in June. The Lagina brothers and metal detector expert Gary Drayton have largely found mud, wood, and other metal utensils on the 140 acres of the purportedly cursed Oak Island, but they have also found a number of unusual artifacts. Lagina has uncovered every piece of treasure ever found in the television series The Curse of Oak Island, so maybe the truth is there. When the excavation was carried out to a depth of 190 feet, a long-hidden underground vault was found. Robin was unable to contain his amazement and uncertainty. Today, Oak Island is a fascinating place where visitors may retrace the steps of the early explorers by delving beneath the surface and admiring the amazing discovery that forever changed the path of history. The island serves as a constant reminder that there are still puzzles to be unlocked, mysteries to be disclosed, and treasures buried in the most improbable places. Although the riddle of Oak Island may have been solved, the search for the next big puzzle has already begun. Also, please share your opinions in the comments section. Are you in agreement with Joe Rogan's theories? How credible are they? The enigma surrounding Oak Island has also received new attention as a result of Rogan's finding. Rogan discovered that there are more treasure hunters than ever before. However, he has cautioned them that the treasure is not simple to find. Despite all the risks, the treasure hunters are dedicated to collecting riches. They believe it is their destiny to find it, so they are willing to accept any risk. During the last Oak Island excavation, a horrifying find was made. Click the appearing video link to find out more. Might there be a chance here to discover the treasure once and for all? Sure, there are all these clues that strongly suggest this area holds significant interest. Rick Lagina has finally found a breakthrough on the mysteries of the infamous Oak Island. They just found something so bizarre that it proves gold is here on this island. Did they find a hidden chest that has a map to the actual treasure? Well, in this video, we are going to find that out. Craig Tester, Steve Guptill, along with Alex G and the rest of the crew, are gathered to begin the latest large-scale excavation with the hope that they will uncover the second shaft over 100 feet deep and built in the early days of the 18th century, believed to be only a few feet southeast of the original money pit. To do this, they will be digging up the first-ever searcher shaft on Oak Island. Their current goal is to obtain some pieces of the shaft and conduct dendrochronology on it, which will be able to tell them the year this wood was formed on a tree. According to Craig, if anything will be able to tie them back to the original money pit, it would be shaft 2. The tree rings they spot on the wood will tell them when it was cut down. If they can uncover and confirm the date to around 1805, they will not only be able to locate the original money pit but also find the source of the precious metals they have detected in the area. They excavate a big piece of wood they believe could have belonged to one of the long walls, but the question remains, does this belong to shaft 2? According to Rick Lagina, the second shaft is like the Holy Grail in terms of significance. They are closer than ever to finding the money pit. The wood they pull out is rounded and thick, which Craig believes is the outside of the tree and could be excellent for their testing. They take multiple samples of this wood when Marty Lagina arrives on site, and they decide to use a mirror to take a closer look at what's down there by reflecting light into the dark corners. Marty describes how incredible it is what people in the past were able to accomplish with their limited technology, but also how they need to think to find the money pit. Gary uses his metal detector and finds a signal in one of the scoops of dirt, pulling out a rose head spike, which remains in great condition, possibly from the 1700s. Between the 1780s and mid-1800s, rose head spikes were created for construction. This could be another clue. They note a lot of boards in the dark pit and decide to try and take some of those beams off the walls. Rick notes the mix of older wood and how the second shaft was built in the early 1800s, likely a great match to that old wood. If they find a match between that wood and this time frame, they will have the first discovery shaft on Oak Island, an amazing accomplishment. The operator of the excavator is flying blind but being instructed by Scott as they carefully maneuver the excavator's bucket down this shaft and scrape it along the walls for wood samples. However, they face a setback when their first sample falls out of the bucket and splashes into the water below. This is a great challenge, but Billy, the operator, triumphs as he pulls out a massive beam of wood. Gary then goes to check if there is any metal in the wood by passing a detector over it. When there is no signal of metal, he determines this is a good sign, as it suggests a very antiquated style of construction. The first ever searcher shaft on Oak Island, true. Well, we think that we know of. Yeah, that's right. Now, they ask themselves if someone could have reconstructed the top part of shaft 2 after it was originally built in 1805. They may have found the evidence to locate the original money pit. This area is a landmark for them. This operation has been an incredible success. Back at the Oak Island Research Center, Marty has met with a few people who will be involved in the well drilling to get on the same page as they move forward. Marty Lagina explains that he has been focused on the metals detected in the water. A few weeks back, some scientists had broken down the results of the testing they had conducted on the island and zeroed in on a yellow district. The testing on Oak Island had persistently shown consistently high levels of copper, lead, zinc, and tin. Their testing has them looking at a 2,500-ton region known as the Pie. Dr. Michelle believes that what they are looking for is in the Golden Egg section, so Marty is determined that this is where they will be drilling all the wells to better evaluate the area. The next morning, the crew gathers to begin their testing and digging. While drilling in the Golden Egg, they come across evidence suggesting a possible structure in the area at a depth of almost 100 feet. Mike from Choice Solid Drilling explains that the sample he pulled out is soft at the top, and there is no wood in the sample. However, this is a good sign as it suggests they are getting close to something. Marty believes that if there is something there, they will find it in that hole. Peter suggests taking some water tests for metal testing, and they decide to ask Dr. Spooner to take a sample later that afternoon.